Ayo, with my I'm staying with family right now. I know, right? But welcome to Beyond the Harbor. Uh, I downloaded this a while ago. Like, I just want to check it out with you guys. If you like it, I'll make a part two. But yeah, so like, want like this? That's fine. The bliss hums quietly as it rounds a turn. At least I think it was a turn. About 20 minutes ago, a dense fog had rolled in, obstructing my view of about anything really. Not that there was much to look at anyways. Even an outsider like me could tell this little town was out in the boonies. About 5 hours ago into the trip, the road had became particularly rough, and I couldn't focus on anything more than the heat shaking around me. My ass hurts, but it would hurt a little lot more if Mama knew where I was actually going. I was lying through the tips of my teeth when I told her I was going to spend the weekend looking for a new job. In reality, I'm hooking up with a sketchy dude I met on 4chan. Hmm. I don't think she'd ever forgive me if I got myself murdered, but it was time I stopped dreaming and took the leap. I raised a finger to my head to adjust my earbuds. I bought I bought these ones recently, wireless. They were a convenience of the modern age for sure, as long as you disregarded them getting lodged in your ear canal. Guess the tech wasn't quite there yet. Speaking of, where are you now? I quickly text type our response. Just pulled into Harborton. Think we're heading to the main terminal now. The reply is an almost instant. That emoji. I lean back into the seat, nose pointed skyward, not a long sigh. I've got butterflies in my tummy, and it's likely not just from the sun changing out in altitude. I drove back when I hear the loud ding of the intercom overhead. Now arriving, Harborton Central Terminal. There is no music? No. Without even thinking, I bring my free hand to my chest and grab her ring, wound gently around my neck. I mumble a quiet prayer before I shove my phone back into my pocket and stand up. Too quickly, as the blood rushes into my legs all at once, and I'm overcome with painful pins and needles. Fuck. I blurt out the word I was taught not to say in situations like this, drawing the attention of an elderly woman to a bit further ahead. Hey, what's that mouth? There are children around here. Karen growled. I raise my hands and shake my head, making eye contact with the terrifying husk of a woman. Sorry, please, I apologize. I could play it innocent when I needed to. I wasn't much of a potty mouth, but I wasn't a saint either. I see her squint at me from inside those sunken sockets. She quietly judges me, and after deeming me unworthy, she purses her lips and returns to, actually, I have no idea. Graveler's entity was put in place to monitor public transport for all eternity. I was fortunate enough to survive this encounter, but any further assault on family values would have dire consequences. I breathed another sigh, this time much quieter than the last. I kept my suitcase on my person since I nearly lost it on the first bus transfer. Transfer. It's nowhere near as heavy as I'd only packed the bare essentials. A couple outfits, my laptop, my phone charger. Maybe I should have brought a jacket. I wheeled my stuff up to the front of the bus, passing the dried-up creature vaguely resembling a woman. Her hollow eyes stare right through me, her mind no doubt conjuring some story about how a beaner assaulted her on the bus to post to Facebook. Maybe just call me a dumbass instead of something outright malicious. I'll bet you Gladys and Bob I bet you Gladys and Barbara will get a kick out of that. I chuckle quietly as I step out of the interior I had barely enough time to grow accustomed to. As soon as I do, I'm assaulted with a chilly ocean breeze. Definitely should have brought a jacket. Oh well. Driver guy wasn't kidding though, so there's a sort of saltiness in the air that's quite hard to describe. I'm a long way home, huh? Gone were the endless fields of corn, and in their stead, salt. They start, eh? I wonder how good the food is. My daydreams of food are interrupted by another sharp ping from my phone. I pull it out of my pocket and open it up. Behind you. Gah! I stumble backwards, landing hard on my ass, and twisting my toe in the way I'm twisting my toe in the way I describe as less than comfortable. Bend over me, victorious, was the man I'd come to see in the first place. Yeah, I'm never years old. You think people start wiping out when I spoke to them? I blinked my eyes rapidly, making sure this was actually the guy that sent me this picture. It was quite a bit shorter than I was expecting. Hey, fuck, see, I'm a short king, bro. I'm a short king. Polished teeth, like certainly hope I didn't just sexually harass her in the body. Yes, it's for a second, random words. Or maybe I would if the random guy was as good looking as me. It took me some more time. So he reaches in and tells me up. Well, that's one hell of a first impression. Second impression? Look, I don't know how long I'm here for. He splits his eyes at me, as if there never leaving his face. I have a feeling you knew what you were signing up for. I step my hand to the side as I try to take his hand. There should prove that every Indian slash spec slash the next year. Fills me up with surprising moisture, especially for his eyes. Do I look like I could grow a beard, even if I wanted to? Do I look like I can grow a beard, even if I wanted to? Nah. That's both me as my feet end up square on the ground again. I'm a lot of things, but a beard ain't one of them. The cat looks me up and down before originally. Come on. You've seen your fair share of beards. Yeah. Shake my head. Nope. And Mr. JC. Thanks. He slits his eyes and licks his chops. You can call me daddy. That's what you're into. This entire situation was eerily silent as the cat's whole party reaches a climax in shorts. Make a little then. Flesh my belly as they shoot a deep laugh into my throat and out of my mouth. The feeling was I could barely bounce the reaction was expected. Close to me. I shake my head as my laughter flows by me with slow nod. No. My laughter slows down enough that I can elaborate through my first chuckling. It's been ages since I've heard that one. I had a friend that pulled the same kind of stuff. That was a dingo, about your height. Always made me laugh, man. He smiles at me. Oh, and if you like that, there's plenty more to come. His devilish grin spreads further across his face. I like a challenge. My last feature goes to escape my belly. I do my best to fix my hair with my hand. I fold my arms and perspective. Remember your goals and stay focused on the case. So, tell me, how'd you end up on slash X? I shrugged my shoulders. I saw some guy on the true crime forum I followed talking about like real crimes that happen on 4chan. So, of course, what do I do to check it out for myself? I saw the option, so I created an account and jumped into the first before I could think of requests. I posted, as one does, where can I find some information about cold cases I couldn't find on Google? And it probably wasn't for the best if I had. I shook my head. Using the same reasoning for every site was a mistake. Some fucker hacked my roach card. I guess I damn. I know kids do stupid things, but he smiles. You were that another teenager too? Huh. Wait a second. I see on top of the car seat. Guess I always have been. So give me a break, eh? I had to be the beacon of positivity when things got rough. I chuckled. My little brother had to learn for somebody, you know. Can't stop being an annoying little shit though. The cat stared back at me. Annoying sibling. Pulled the car to the color and saw her back that does. Is that why you're into criminology? I chuckled. Well, I feel like something about that is less genuine than I like it to. Hasn't everyone dreamed of killing someone? The cat doesn't respond, just turning away from me. Yeah, there's a painfully dead silence that hangs after my joke falls flat. Uh, unable to stomach the awkwardness for long, I change the topic to something I'm a bit more interested in. So, tell me, Oliver Blanche, you said he was your friend. He was a friend of yours. The cat nods as he taps the car's. The cat nods as he I turn my gaze upwards, towards the neon sun contrasting the blue sky and just beyond it. Balanzor? The cat lifts his own suitcase out of the trunk before shutting it. This is where I stayed last time I was in Harborton. It's one of the nicer hotels by the beach. He smiles, closing his eyes tight. Direct access to the harbor. That's what you wanted, right? My eyes opened a little wider as those words passed his lips. Yes. I really want to see it. Let's go ASAP. He interrupts my assignment by wiggling a defiant finger in front of my face. Don't you think we better make sure we have a bed here? I shook my head. You mean 2 beds? The cat smiles as a response before turning away from me and walking up to the motel reception desk. I follow in turn. An older man, likely in his late 50s, rests in a chair behind a thick-looking pane to clear plastic. He likely didn't see us approach, since he hadn't yet filled his nose out of the book he was reading, a real page turner. But the intensity with which he scanned the pages. Sam giggles to himself, likely seeing an opportunity to cause some mischief. He turned his head back to me, a soft glint reflecting the early evening sun and illuminating his face. And before I can reflect on on the next potential action, he slams his fist on the glass once, followed by a flurry of smaller taps. Help me. Help! There's a murderer here. I think he may be. He turns around to face me, winking coyly before raising his hands to defend himself. No. I blink. The cat seems to be satisfied with his prank, but I turn to see the victim and he's unholstered a handgun and pointed at me. Instinctively, I throw my hands up. Don't shoot! Ah, look, as soon as he grasps the sun peril he's placed me in. As soon as he grasps the sun peril he's placed me in, the cat scrambles to his feet, drawing a terrified eye of the man. Wait, let me. As soon as he grasps the sun peril he's placed me in, the cat scrambles to his feet, drawing the terrified eye of the man behind the desk. Ah, it was just a prank. Seriously, don't shoot him. The man squints at this for a brief moment before sighing and lowering his gun. Dear Lord, does anyone sane live in ever? Bro, it's like what? Is 3 something? It's 3 o'clock at night, bro. Dear Lord, does anyone sane ever visit this town? He shakes his head, returns his gun to its holster on his waist. Er, I keep my mouth shut, unsure of what to say as my adrenaline dies down. You damn kids and your nonsense. He shakes his head again, floppy ears swaying as he does. Y'all got business? If not, get. He raises his hand not much, but to my relief, he just points a note loitering sign just outside his office. You can read, can't you? I couldn't answer him if I tried, as any words I tried to make had caught in my throat. Luckily, Sam seems completely unshaken and chimes in for me. Yep, we were in a room. Yeah, yep, we rented a room for the weekend. That'd be under Samuel Wong. He moves a bit closer to the manager's counter, and in an hour or so, he'll be under me. I roll my eyes at his awful joke timing, but decide it'd be in my best interest to shrug it off. The manager, much less enthused, sits back down at his desk and scrolls through a list of names on his computer. Sorry, sir. Hey, can you go get some ice cream from the icebox? Oh, hey, can you go get some ice from the icebox? I don't know where I got ice cream. I turn my nose up at the cat's request. And Rich running through that guy you pissed off? No way in hell. I spent the last 15 minutes trying to calm myself down after that incident, and failing somewhat spectacularly. Aw, come on. I've seen people react way worse than that. He pops his skinny ass right next to me on the bed. He didn't even fire. Think about it. If it weren't for my quick thinking, you'd likely not be sitting here right now. He rests what likely his favorite, and to sexually assault someone on my name, immediately sending me into the alert mode. Don't tell me you pissed your pants and need to don't tell me you pissed your pants and need to change. I squint my eyes shut before resting my finger on my temples and releasing the painfully long sigh. My bladder was mercifully empty at the time. Never thought I'd say this, but bless the bus bathroom. The cat responds by simply shrugging his shoulders. Well, it couldn't hurt to have a little check. Trust me, the certified bladder inspector. Then began to make this familiar grip on my leg before I intersected with my own. Really? What's the sign of the term for someone who specializes in urine? Really? What's the sign of the term for someone who specializes in urine? The cat's eyes go blank as the cog in his head starts to say, shit, penis doctor? I shake my head. Last try, but no. I'm gonna have to retract your license. I pull his hands off me, much to his own disappointment. Oh, I do recall you being an expert in one particular field. He tilts his head. How to give someone an orgasm? I smile. Maybe, but personally, I'm much more interested in information that may lead to closing the case of Oliver Blanche. For a split second, I see the cat's lips drop into a frown before they curve into a smile. Well, I did say we'd talk when we got here, eh? Fair enough. He crosses his arms. Ask your questions. I'll answer what I can. He watches as I pull a small notebook from my bag and flip it open. Let's see here. He loses a genuine circle that makes up my pen. You take this stuff seriously, huh? A small backhand, turning his favorite tactic against me. I take my detective work as seriously as you take your jokes, mister. He tilts his head, shrugging his shoulders and smiling back at me. Joke. I respond with a quick nod before asking the most basic question that can be. So, what's your name and age? His grin stretches further across his face. His name is Mike Cott. Born July 1961. Smile back at him, through my half-lit eyes, contribute much more to my expression. And your real information? He shrugs. Don't you already know these kind of things? I told you on Discord. Oh, sure, but it's customary to start any interview with that. I almost slipped and called it an interview. I almost slipped and called it interrogation. He raises a brow at my request, but complies. Alright, name's Samuel Wong, born February 16, 1996. I hide a smile behind my neutral expression. That info matches up with what he's already told me. Thank you. Next. What's your relationship with Oliver Blanche? He takes a second to think, even going as far as to rub his chin as the memories return to him. We were friends. His first real answer, and as far as I could tell, it was only a half-truth. I call his bluff. Really? You were close. Yes, he said. Not terribly. A lot of times with him. But was he more of an acquaintance? And shrugged. Kinda. He smiles at me. I was the type that made an effort to know everybody, especially people who did not. He was off the obvious flirt, nodding my head and marking that note down. So, when was the last time you had any contact with him? The cat raises his chin to look at him, returning his eyes to mine after a few seconds. June 2014. That was the last month I spent rolling around this town. The fierce billowing of the only sound that carries across the mountain has come to barely scraped through. I barely scraped through, but crammed at the end of the year. After that, I moved back to Cali for a few months to stay with my mom. Bro, low-key, I'm not gonna lie. Low-key, because what I was doing, like jack shit in high school, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But actually, like, do my work and stuff so I can graduate in 12th grade. Like last year, like the end of the last year, into 12th grade, like I was fucking up. I was dead ass fucking up. But I'm glad I flushed up though, I'm not gonna lie. After that, I moved back to Cali for a few months to Cali. What did you do after that? I flew back to Virginia, enrolled in BSU for the spring semester, been living around the area since then. Oh, BSU, what are you majoring in? Another question that doesn't help the investigation. But it's easy to answer questions are helpful. Question. But if you want an honest answer, I want to ask this one. The goal is to I'm not my best at this final but doing my best to avoid taking too long going on this question. Momentum is a blunder and it's very good. Every attempt we make at increasing his own leads to the goal. So, I'm going to criminology, specifically investigation. That's all. I really like giving He's good to me, though his stony smile never leaves his mouth as he does. I could have guessed as much. But I can do way better than that. I could have guessed as much. His eyes closed completely as his smile expands, taking his curly white teeth with him. So you certainly have a long way to go in that department, I think. I tilt my head briefly, relating close to him. I don't disagree. That's why I want to get into practice after all. I attempt to smile back at him, but in the blink of an eye, he reaches forward and grabs my wrist. Like this, for example. When you're nervous, you start fiddling with your necklace you wear. With this necklace you wear. I blink. You're lying. I retract my hand as he loosens his grip on me. Surely enough, the ring was between my fingers. Oh. I cough as I compose myself. Good advice, thank you. This time flashing me a smaller but more genuine smile. Of course, that's not the one that you can So, he presses his fingers to his lips, thinking. I can go for some food. I blink at him. Is it a reasonable time to eat? He shrugs. I haven't had anything to eat since. Well, I could go for something. It's what, 7:30? Reasonable time if you ask me. He smiles, using his thumb to point at the door behind him. We'll get some food when we see the beach. We'll go to the beach. How's that sound? I think back to the last time I eaten. I think back to the last time I eaten. It was a granola bar on the bus around 6 a.m. My stomach interrupts in a flurry of ravenous growls at the mere thought. Okay, deal. Okay, well, it's actually surprisingly cute. You're weird. I spread my shirt, shoving another handful of fries. Clothes brush and ash both fun. What? Oh my gosh, this art is actually so cute. What the fuck? My little brother does the same stuff. Of course he does. He's the same person. He's eating like 3,000 calories worth of food. I blink my eyes at the conversation, staring at the has spent years privately going through his thoughts, prepared to poorly regardless, I smiled at him before taking a bite out of his before my parents. He smiled that he was an interesting, sparkling and noble eyes. You should feel it. You're weird in a cute way. Shrugged my shoulders, swallowing the thoroughly true food. I could say something great. I like making very interesting, quickly articles about the top 10 spirits. You won't believe it. We're truly proud of Denmark. Number 7, that way. Top 15 spirits. You won't believe they're actually coming Cameron. Number 7 was shocking. He slid his eyes at me, but his look began to follow. Number 7 didn't shock me. I chuckled, but before I started to piss me off. And more importantly, you're actually fucking cute. I shook my shoulders, smile not leaving my face. I could hear a ghost. Close his arms, but this time his spot turned and cut him off. So, I'm just going to what you're talking about him first. I still have you haven't put the pieces together yet. Tell me more about it. Tell me about it. What I said earlier that was what I said earlier wasn't enough. The voices dripping were starting, but our friend interacting with it first. Come on, surely there's more that you can tell me. What? What? How big is it? I don't. Already. Yeah. After he was ready. That name was hard. They were dating. That took for like months. Barely. They dated maybe a week before John moved out. I pulled my eyes. Left on high school, according to all the rumors. But all he kept wearing was the way. I can't speak. Yeah, I graduated. Yeah, I graduated as grade 8. But those videos I was wrong with him about it. He was odd. Something about him was always off, and I'm not just talking about ways. People joked that he was an alien. People joked that he was an alien. That's someone who was moving. The cat takes a sip. He was in the end. He disappeared because he went back to his own planet. After all. So people picked on him. Was he regularly bullied? That's what bullies really do. Was the bigger who was under these ones. Excitement swelled in my chest as a man. You met her earlier too. You know, Bingo. He was one of his home. Bingo. He was one of his friends. And Don, where did he spend through this? shakes his head. Upon hearing all calculating, sets it back down on the table. That's another funny. He rolls his head, he rolls his head on his shoulders until it releases a satisfying crack. Very bullish, I can go for a walk. I scratch my eyebrows together, frowning. Are you sure? I have more questions. I watch my phone, thinking and it's clearly confident. His grin widens still at me from across the table. Your pants on. We go all the time in the world, eh? He licks his chin. Up, Greg. Not bad, thanks. What the hell? Oh, never mind. Holy shit. Gentle waves leap at the shore as a softening breeze blows across the empty harbor. It carries with it the light scent of the ocean and tastes of salt. I've never been to the ocean before. The cat, standing just a few steps behind me, chuckles. It's not the ocean, dumbass. This is the Chesapeake Bay. I shake my head. Close enough, I think. I walk a bit further from him, closing the distance between myself and the massive body of water. My feet sink, my feet sink in, my feet sink a bit further into the sand with every step, and despite the season, there's a particular warmth my toes find very pleasant. It stands in stark contrast to the chill lingering in the breeze. I can almost feel long, cold fingers tapping on my back. Faced with the enormous body of water directly ahead of me, I stare out in awe. The allure of the ocean captivates my every cell, and the desire to throw myself into it and discover its mysteries overpowers my body and soul. So, this spot, feels special to him? The cat mumbles quietly behind me. From what I could tell, yeah, I see him out here pretty regularly. He walks closer to me and pulls my attention from the water back by resting his hand on my shoulder. Over there, on the dock, we sit there and stare out across the harbor. With his free hand, the cat points to a decrepit-looking dock, corroded after what feels like many times of disuse. I gently lift the cat's arms off before lifting my feet out of the sand tomb and making my way over to the dock. With a few short paces, I can hear the cat's quiet footsteps behind me and by my own. My eyes remain fixed on the creaking wood beneath my feet as I step onto the raised wood. At Sam's suggestion, we left our shoes in his car, since getting the sand out of them will be a nightmare. But seeing the splintered wood beneath my feet now causes an urgent sense of regret throughout my body. Still, hunger for answers. Still hungry for answers. I press on. It wasn't a long walk to the end of that dock. Any build that would more here couldn't have been large. Why build a harbor here in the first place? Questions like these raced through my mind as I stood at the embrace of the sea. My thoughts occasionally broken up by the sound of a particularly large wave crashing against the dock and making its way. So, what are you thinking? I gently shake my head. Everything is off about this place. I hear him prop himself against a particularly creaky stake, barely holding the dock itself. Oh, what makes you say that? I breathe out a quiet sigh. Call it a detective's intuition. I watch quietly as the sky darkens, fading from a vibrant oranges to soft pinks, followed shortly after that by a deep blue. The moon rests silently above the horizon, shining a pale glow across the waves. There's a sense of serenity lingering in the air, but like everything else in here, it's lined with the inexplicable flavor of dread. Lost in thought, my eyes fixate on the great celestial body looking down on me, like a god looks upon his worshipper. I close my eyes, exhaling slowly. My brain is foggy, unable to think straight. The case, I need to focus on the case. There are questions I need to answer. Who were you, Oliver? What happened to you? Where can I find you? I open my eyes again, and greeted only by darkness that shrouds everything around me, an inky blackness that goes on for what seems like eternity. I could feel the terror in my body speaking, pumping adrenaline in me at a rate I'd only felt once, but calm. I stand in place, arms out to defend myself from nothing. A neutral frown adorning my face. Want to scream. None of this is real. It can't be real. Is this how I felt for you too? As soon as the thought crosses my mind, my eyes shoot down to my feet. They're engulfed by a withering amalgam of shadow. Finally, dark fingers slowly clawing up my legs. Fingers become hands, hands become arms, arms become flesh, and flesh decays. They scale my waist with ease, shortly consuming my entire torso in crawling darkness. That was cool with the lecture, I'm not gonna lie. I am forced to watch as my body vanishes into nothing, followed by the hungry void beyond my understanding. Everything goes. By the fire, everything goes. I could do no more than accept my fate. So, why won't you let me go? Oliver, Oliver Blanche, are you here? Oh, damn, so we get to actually play it as like the POV of Oliver. It is actually fire, what the fuck? The end. Chapter 1. Bro, what? There more? What? Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, there is more. Okay, there's more. Okay, so, uh, send it right here. I'll put it right here. Okay, so I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end this video. I'm sorry. It was getting interesting, but I'm sorry to end it off here. But next video is gonna be chapter 2. Okay, so I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But I gotta get some sleep with that ass, and I don't wanna wake me and my family up because that be they go yell at me. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss when I drop not read chapter 2 of this, because I'm really enjoying this so far. So yeah, see you next video.